Happy Friday. But by the time you see this, this will be on Saturday because we're going to post it tomorrow. But right now, we're live here from the DMV, like I told you we would be. And we got Ty Boogs over here. We got our favorite sister over here, Eb. We got LC, don't call him Lawrence Christian. And we got our gracious host, Willie Walker, who allowed us into his great humble abode here in Suitland. And we're calling this what? Dining room dialogue. All right. And so we're going to start with our beautiful sister here first, since she's the only lady, and she told me that she's great and she has no problems dealing with all the men by herself. So we're going to pass the mic over to Eb. And what we're going to talk about first, since they do live here in the DMV, we're going to talk about our favorite president, number 47, Donald Jerome Trump. Can you pass that over to him?
I thought his name was Tyrone.
I think it's actually John or something like that, but I just added Jerome.
I think this is a perfect segue because opinions about Donald Trump.
Tell him why.
Tell him why you mad, son.
Because he is a white racist supremacist.
Okay, now when you make a statement like that, you got to have proof behind it, though.
The proof is in the pudding. We saw it the first time he was president, which is why I don't understand why people are so surprised by what he's doing, because he told y'all the first time when he ran, I'm going to run again and I'm going to win. And y'all thought he was kicking. And that's exactly what he did. He riled his base up. He riled up people that support him. He got the whole Republican base behind him. They're passing all types of laws. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're redistricting Texas, California trying to counter it. You understand? Because they're gerrymandering. Like, are we going back? What are we doing?
No, that's what it feels like.
So for anybody who voted for him, who supports him, especially if you're Black, I can't support that. That's just my position. I'm not saying I can't be cool. Well, let me take that back. I don't know. If you support what he's doing, then I got some questions. I think I would have to sit down and have a conversation with you to understand where your mind is at and how you're supporting him.
And I'm gonna tell you, this is where I'm at. And
You gotta get
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't want to cut you off, but
No, you're fine.
because I think it's always fair, and politics is polarizing for real, and people get caught up in this person versus that person. But at the end of the day, I do want people to be able to just have an opinion when it comes to politics. So if you love this person for whatever reason, you love this person. But when it comes to somebody like Trump, who is so God, I mean, he's the most unpresidential president, I'm gonna be honest, I've ever seen. And as a former history major who loves government, who loves politics, it is hard to, sort of stomach Trump and a lot of the stuff he does. But I'll say this right here, when it comes to, people, especially people that we care about and people that we really rock with, it's hard not to want to give them a pass. But when it comes to politics, I'll say this right here, make sure that you voting for somebody that's behind some of the stuff that you and the people that you love and around and going to benefit from. That's all. That's all.
And I'm going to just piggyback off what he said, because what I'm seeing in the city is it's like they done brought the National Guard in. They done brought all these feds in. And people are like really just like glorifying that DC is so cleaned up. DC is this.
Oh yeah, they put out statistics today. Crime is down. There hasn't been
But the statistics been out a couple of weeks ago before they even brought these guys in, and the crime rate was down 28% with homicide.
That's the smoking gun. That's all.
Right.
That's all,
and
y'all.
for him to even fake the assassination, but that's a different conversation, and then come again and fake this little boy supposedly being
carjacked by 4 African American males.
How about
which is what triggered all of this?
How about attempted carjack?
Mm-hmm.
That's what. Ain't no young niggas walking around DC that want your car, want your car, ain't gonna attempt to take it if they want it.
They gonna take it.
They gonna take it. So
Remember they shot the
therefore,
chef
Last year, if they want your car, you are not going to stop them. They are not going to beat you up and let you lay beside no tree.
But I mean, now, in fairness, I mean, none of us want that right there.
We going by speculations of pictures.
But what did happen to that young white boy? I mean, somebody messed that young white boy up. I mean, so I hate that all that had to trigger all this clown stuff that came with Trump, but somebody did end up, hurting that white boy. No. Right. Every day, all day. You already know.
So that's my perspective. I mean, I could be going anywhere and get robbed right at the Branch Avenue Metro.
The guy got robbed.
It's a part of what it is.
Going to the ATM machine.
Yeah. So that's a risk we take when we walk out our door every day. Right. But to activate the National Guard.
So I guess, like, for me, since I'm up in Philly, I'm up in Philly, but how, like, you all being down here at actual ground zero with it, do you feel like a difference in the air? Oh. Is it like a difference how you feel about it? Oh, yeah. Ty, you want to elaborate on?
Well, it's definitely tension in the air. Mm-hmm. There's always going to be tension in the air living in this area, and no matter where you live at in America or abroad. But to be honest, I really don't have nothing to say about Donald Trump, because it's just sad that that's what our society has grown into. Mm-hmm. And we got to deal with it. This is his second term. Mm-hmm. So we're not even a year into his first term. Mm-hmm. And it's been so much going on in this world. So therefore, I cannot say much, because at the end of the day, I'm hoping that we can get through this and move forward from this. God bless America.
Well, we got another 3.5. Yeah, it's another 3.5 years.
You trying to run for president?
I'll vote for his ass.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
I'll vote for Tyree.
What's the crooked ass politician in Southeast? The white boy. What's his name?
The white boy.
No. Carol White.
Yeah. I might get some votes off this.
Fuck you.
I like him.
I used to have dreads. I might get some votes. I might get. We might go viral after this. This might go viral. We might go viral after this, man. I'm trying to tell you. All because I said God bless America.
So you know how, like, we make sure we talk about a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. So give me, like, from your perspective, what would be some other solutions? Because just like, say for instance, a lot of people would look at it and say, hey, look, a lot of it's like in Philly. Because I remember, Ed, one time you told me you were concerned about me in Philly.
Oh my God! I went out there during COVID. Right. I was like, what in the world?
So he's trying to use the National Guard. What do you think is a solution to some of the violence in some of these blue cities, like a Philly or Chicago or LA or New York? Basically, all of our major cities that have a larger Black population, African American population. What would you do as opposed to almost putting in martial law, kind of what he's done with the National Guard?
If that was the case, they would have been in major cities, because these type of crimes have been going on in major cities throughout the U.S. for years. You have Memphis, you have New Orleans, you have Chicago, you've had New Jersey, you've had Los Angeles, California, very across America. The National Guard were never brought in. But here we got this Orangina type of president. I must say that. You know what I mean? I couldn't let that slip. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say about the guy. It's just bad that we live in this type of environment this late in our stages of life. So I hope he can, like, get in and get out of office very soon. Mm-hmm. And then whoever comes on after him, it can be better for all of us. Okay. To be honest.
Let's get that point, Greg, for a minute, because I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be honest.
Well, get the mic.
Yeah. I don't think it's a question, because your question was, what do you got to do differently, or what's some
solutions?
Yeah, or what's my do?
But a lot of us in these big cities are
But I'm gonna tell you for real, a lot of it is just revisiting a lot of the old good practices for real. Real good policing really needs to just start with folks walking up and down communities, really shaking hands, really meeting people for real. I mean, I've been working in Southeast DC for almost 20 years of my career, and so I got police, some, that are pretty, visual and they make themselves known. But I know communities right now that those police will not, and they don't really ever want to go through for real. They ain't going through this shaking nobody's hand. They ain't trying to meet nobody for real. And so when you set that up with now, I don't have any rec centers in my community that that I feel safe going to. I don't have any public transportation that I feel safe riding on. You gonna couple all that with here comes police now with all these extra agendas that they got. So to say what we're gonna do differently, I don't know if we can do differently for real, to be honest, to change up a lot of the stuff that's going on. But bringing in the damn National Guard, I know that won't the answer for real. So if that's the solution for what we got to now say is the crime in DC, well, I mean, we already lost the game for real. And every other city, blue, green, or whatever color, lost.
National Guard. They go away for like 2 weeks in the summer, and they get together. Like National Guard training is really very simple. I have a couple uncles that was in the United States Army National Guard, and I know for a fact they go away 2 weeks in the summertime. They go away once a week every month, no matter what armed forces you're in. So, what type of policing or training are they receiving when they do go away to come to some city? To come to these major cities to help fight crime.
Right. And then they just authorize for them to carry weapons,
Zero.
But they're not carrying weapons.
But they just authorize them to carry weapons now.
Gotcha.
Whether they authorize to carry weapons, they have access to weapons.
And hold on, Todd. And hold on. And the thing is that, and I wanted to do a deeper dive into it because both Ed and Will are both educators, so they work with kids regularly and have done it for years and years and years. So I just wanted to know too, Ed, how does it affect? Because you work in the schools and stuff. How does it affect? Do you feel kids, not what he's done now, but just the violence overall in the cities?
The violence in the cities?
Yeah. You work there.
I mean, to go back to your first point, I think it's deeper. It's a systematic issue. We don't trust the police, not in our communities.
Why not?
Because there's a history of brutality. Okay. There is a history of brutality with Black people in the police. I've experienced it myself. And in one degree or another, Black folks, just in everyday life, when you get pulled over by the police, it's a anxiety. You never know how it's gonna go.
That's honest. Exactly.
Yeah.
You never know as a Black person.
Yeah, because they always.
And then the hypocrisy, you know what I'm saying? My mother sits and watches the YouTube channel all day, and she watches police pull over, and I see police pulling over white women, screaming and hollering, rolling all around in the floor, doing all types of disorderly madness. And they're negotiating and talking and, oh no, we don't want to arrest you. We don't want to take you to jail. But that young brother down in Jacksonville, they snatched him out of his car, smashed hit the window. 19-year-old kid at the HBCU, in the band. Now, I don't know if he followed the protocol, because as a Black person, you have to follow the protocol when you get pulled over.
Yeah, he was videotaped.
You can't question.
What
you
is
can't,
the protocol?
Put your hands on the steering wheel.
We don't know that protocol.
Tell them you're reaching for your ID.
It's pretty made
I
up.
don't have any weapons in the car. Like, this is crazy. This is what we deal with as Black people every day, every single day. And so for him to call the National Guard, but you didn't call him on January the 6th, is complete hypocrisy.
Oh,
and it's racially motivated. It is racially motivated.
Don't forget he pardoned everybody from January 6th.
You understand? The young white man who got assaulted and carjacked, that was the perfect trigger. Like, okay, now we can do this because DC is this. and we need to bring in the National Guard to bring the crime down. Are you kidding me right now? You know how much money they spending every day for this? We paying for that. The taxpayers, we're paying for that. So Trump is off the hook right now. Like, solution, y'all not ready to have real conversations about racism and white supremacy in this country. That's what's driving all of this.
Yeah, because a lot of times that's what I'll hear. Somebody made a comment the other day, said, you always playing a race card, and it's always about race and everything like that. And one of the things I always say is that when you're black, you are reminded, you think about being black every day. Like it's not a deal. It's not a day when you don't think about it.
Right. Absolutely not.
Man.
Absolutely
it's not a day they don't let you know about it. So
I have a son that has to go into DC every day to go to work, and I have a knot in my stomach. I tell him to be mindful, pay attention, and do not interact with the police. Get on the train and come to Branch Avenue. Like, he's a 25-year-old man, and he can't go to work without having the anxiety of the National Guard harassing him. They're going into our communities and asking us for IDs while we're sitting on the porch, smoking our little J, minding our business in our homes, and they're asking us, where's your ID?
But you ain't going up Columbia Heights.
And also, don't forget this. Don't forget this. At once upon a time, the county that we're in right now, Prince George's County, the police force was predominantly white.
And racist.
Very racist.
Historically.
And not to forget that, we have sundown towns
right now
in this area. Well, not no more, but what I'm saying to you is that there were sundown towns, meaning that blacks had to be out of these certain towns by a certain time, by the time the dusk.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? So
black people disappearing.
So to be living here in this day and time, you still feel the tension.
Yes.
Trust and believe that. Because I've been here now a little over 20 years. I would never think that living in this county, in this area, that it was a such thing as sundown towns or having an all-white police force. But it's very true. So if you all want to witness, or not witness, but if you all want to like do the history, it's Prince George's County, Maryland. Do your history on it.
Yes.
Do your research. You'll find out so much more. Thank you.
Like he's making a public service announcement. I love it. I will vote for Tyree. You hear what I'm saying?
We'll wrap this up a little bit, going to something a little lighter. But does anybody have any final thoughts on this at all? Because like I said, I wanted your unique perspective on it because all of you live down here in it.
I voted for Kamala.
Like I did also.
I voted for Kamala.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yes. All right, so Ed, so we finished with this one?
Yeah.
We good on this?
We good.
All right, because I know we have.
Yeah.
So Ed, you got the mic, and like
always
we know
in the hot seat.
Hey, listen, make sure there are multiple young ladies, or if you want to get a group of your sorority sisters or other educators, whoever together, and get them all together, I'm down with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll go against all y'all. But anyway, just joking. So we're talking about dating. So most of us, except you, Ev, because you're only 30, right? 29, 30. Right?
Yes.
So, but for us other folks who are a little older, more seasoned, how do you look at? Because I know when these guys first moved down here, when y'all moved down up here to DC, oh my God, I used to love coming here all the time.
Oh my God, in the 90s, it was the best.
All the time, right? And it was definitely a good market for single men.
Oh yes, but, 10-1.
Yeah, right. So, as a woman who's lived up here, how long you been here?
Since 1996.
96. All right, so that's almost 30 years.
Yes.
So, but as out of all of us boneheads up here who haven't been married, you have been fortunate enough to have been married before.
Yes, twice. So, yes.
Okay, just twice.
Yes.
So, how do you look at dating from your unique perspective as a woman who's been married twice, who's been a quote unquote honorable, righteous woman? How do you look at dating now?
Dating isn't easy in the DMV. Dating is not easy in the DMV. And you have to like vet them out. I'm keeping it 100 because you come across all types. Married, got a girlfriend, baby mama, like across the gamut. You name it, you're going to experience it. So, it depends on the individual, what you're looking for, but yeah, the ratio is still more women than men. So you already know, like it's not easy. It's not easy.
Now let me ask
It's
you.
not easy dating in the DMV.
So let me ask you a question. So do you think that that's lowered your standards as far as saying, hey, look, if a guy may have another situation.
Oh, ain't nobody lowering no standards.
No. What I'm saying, not like, I'm just saying, understanding that there are, not that you might have to share a guy, but all kind of almost having an understanding that, okay, this guy might already have somebody.
I mean, in the DMV, it's very likely. It is. I'm just being honest. Like, but at 51, I'm like, yo, if I can't sit down and have a transparent, real conversation with somebody about relationships at 51, there is a problem. We've all had our share of experiences in relationships. I've been married twice. Yes. I was the hopeless romantic. In love, I'm gonna get married and have the white picket fence and all of that. But it takes way that to make a marriage work. And it took 2 marriages for me to learn that. So what I would say to anybody is before you get married, you gotta know yourself. You gotta know yourself. You gotta know in your heart, can I commit myself to one person for the rest of my life? Can I have a real transparent conversation? I'm talking about real, like talking. Listen. Sitting right here eye to eye. I'm in love with you and I'm telling you this is who I am. These are my experiences. This is what I've done. Can you accept me for who I am right now? Because if you can't, I'm not changing at 51 years old. Right. Are you going to accept me as I am and marry me as I am? Right. So now at 31, I had a different mindset because I want to be married. But I don't think I really had even at 31, I did not have the understanding of what it took to truly be married.
Read upon.
I'm telling you. And so going into, if you want to get married, you better be real clear on what you're doing. Right. You have to be real clear. You have to know this is what I'm doing. I'm giving this person my word that I'm gonna be true to them for the rest of my life. Right. And if you know deep down in your soul you can't that's not you, then don't do it. Right. Because you're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up for a whole lot of hurt and pain. And that goes both ways, men and women. So you're not opposed to being married again? I don't know if I want to get married again.
That's honest.
I don't know if I want to get married again.
That's an honest answer.
I mean, I'm free, and
just do it the new way. Don't do it on paper.
Yeah, I mean, even that. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with somebody. Right. You understand? And I could definitely be in a committed relationship with somebody. But the legality of marriage, I'm not feeling that anymore. I did it twice. Easy to get in, hard to get out. I'm just keeping it 100.
Thanks, Ed.
Yes.
Both time you was married, Eb, those were contracts that you were in.
Yes.
By the state of Maryland.
Yes. And I state of Maryland to get out of those contracts.
Exactly.
Yes. 2
signed or contracts that you swore upon, whatever the case may have been. But that's all they really were. A lot of people nowadays, or before today or yesterday or the day before that, whatever, 5-10 years ago, they were married based on income, finances, things like that. It might have been some love, but it was all about providing.
They grew into that love.
Yeah, they grew into that love. Like, how can he or she benefit me more so than I was benefited before I met he or she?
Yes.
A lot of times that's what it is.
But see, one thing about that, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yes, sir.
Women don't believe in love no more. Women believe in how much you got in your pocket and how much you got in your bank. I'm not saying you. You're not the age of the ones that
You talking about the YWs?
I guess that what you call
it. Social media has
you're gonna get
completely.
kickback saying, anytime we say all.
Oh yeah, that's right. Excuse me.
That's why I didn't say. I said I didn't say all.
Right.
I said most women. Okay. Most women these days do not care about love. Love not going
based on his experience.
Listen,
you'll
the
get
first thing
back from most.
But listen, guess what they gonna tell you?
What?
Love ain't gonna pay this light bill.
Yeah.
Love ain't gonna pay this mortgage. Love ain't gonna pay this gas bill.
And it ain't.
But it ain't gonna pay it. But if we do it together, it'll pay more of that gas bill. But you're not trying to get out there and get it together.
Right.
You're trying to get him to get it because you still think, oh, the man is supposed to provide, and you are independent. So if you wait, hold on.
Not even set up that way because shit's so expensive.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But the women these days are so internet bound and so independent that a man don't have to exist in their household.
It's like the welfare system back in the 60s.
That's unfortunate.
It's crazy, but that's how it is. It's in the closet. They got the room.
Social media.
They got the rose. They got the motherfucker that sit this time.
Like the things that I see on social media is ridiculous. Like the girls are like, "Oh, I can't eat here, and you got to do my nails." Are you kidding me?
I see
Get a goddamn job.
I seen it. Listen. I seen it on the internet. The girl told the dude on the first date. She sent him the location. The location was at the nail salon.
I know, right?
The nail salon. The chick was like,
I just don't understand it. I don't.
Well, in order to go out with me, you gotta pay for my nails. You gotta get, and then after you pay for my nails and toes, we going out to eat.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I get the factory burrito and the chicken. What are y'all talking about? And the Long Island iced tea. What happened? Social media, y'all. Social media. We didn't experience that because we was in the motherfucking 90s, y'all. 90s was off the chain. We was living life. We weren't recording it. You feel me? We weren't recording it. We were living life in the moment.
Right.
I've had some of the best times of my life in the moment, and it ain't on film. It ain't on social media. What? What you mean? Forever.
Just imagine. But just imagine we
every
had
day. You
these.
keep my memory tight.
But think
so
about
hold on to the memory.
We had these joints and we was doing
Oh Lord,
Back when we rich. We all be prime time. We all be Deion Sanders in this motherfucker.
Brother Will, do you have anything to say about it?
No.
smart ass.
I love.
I plead the fifth.
No. Seriously, right now. Seriously, I mean,
Especially black love.
all day.
Is that robbery on social media? Oh, black men saying this,
he
black
missed
women
the
saying,
T of love.
I can't deal.
He's B.A. Baracus.
No, seriously, I mean, black love is the best thing. I always say, especially in this area, for real, and I'm fortunate enough to have enough friends that are in committed relationships, and it's beautiful, for real. I love going up. They got some beautiful homes and beautiful families, and you feel it when you go into the houses, to be honest. And so, and I think that's something for all of us to aspire to be honest. I don't think there's enough of that to be honest. So, at the end of the day, if we're all fortunate enough to be able to find somebody that's somehow God has just put here that's compatible and just gives us enough joy and enough freedom to love them the right way. I believe in it, for real. Unfortunately, that it hasn't always turned out that way, but be optimistic. And the beauty of the DMV, I'm gonna tell you, is that there are a lot of great people in this area, for real. So you get to meet and you do get the date, and you find out that you might find somebody that's pretty compatible. So,
well, I want to ask this. I want to ask this question too, and this is just being real as a man too. Do most men you think really want to be married, or do you think most men just want to kind of play around with women?
I think that's a great question, Greg.
So
And I'm not the person to answer that question. I've never been married, but no, seriously. I don't think marriage is anything that men ever aspire to do, to be honest.
Mhm.
I don't think,
I agree with that.
it's not something that it's in our DNA where we're not born to, our fathers aren't preaching marriage or nothing like that. And so there's no, Prince, Prince theory. Yeah. And so, for us, the idea about marriage always
It's just McDonald's, not McDonald's.
right. It's always gonna be introduced by the woman for us, for real. And then again, if there's enough compatibility there, then you find your way to be married. To be honest, now, I can't say Greg. Now, I don't think it's a question of just wanting to play around all the time, but to say that that marriage is something that any man is running to. Hell no, not one of us.
That's the realest thing I ever heard. Okay.
At the end of the day, you gotta, as a man or a woman, you gotta find your inner happiness.
Yes, sir.
You have to find your inner being.
Yes.
You gotta find what profounds you, what makes you feel better, what makes you smile, what makes you cry. Because it's a sad emotion and it's a happy emotion. So you gotta find those things in life to accept it within yourself. To be like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm happy I'm married. Or I'm happy I'm about to get married. And I'm going to move day by day and try to make this thing work. You see what I'm saying? Because we all know the grass may be greener on the other side, but it doesn't always mean that you're going to get to that other side. So when we saying that, you find your inner peace, yo, and just do it. It's like Nike, just do it. Just just don't even think twice about it. Like, I could have married her, she went on to be X, Y, and Z, or vice versa. Or I could have married him and he went on to be X, Y, and Z. Just find your inner being, your inner peace, your inner satisfaction, and move forward. And don't worry about what could have been. Because we all know if that was the case.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Absolutely.
I have no regrets.
Bottom line. No regrets. Don't live life with no regrets.
It's already written for your life to already go out.
Absolutely.
We just gotta live it, and we don't know how it's planned because we don't talk to
absolutely. And if you want to take the hip hop,
Nas
Nas had an album said it was written, right?
Yeah.
Right or wrong.
Absolutely.
I'm not being biased at this present moment. He's my favorite rapper.
Right.
But I know in gentleman's term, that guy, he's a God MC. He's the God MC for me.
I love
and I'm pleased that I grew up in a time in my life where I was able to listen to his music, hear his lyrics, and like take them at full stride and just understand what he was trying to say at that moment.
He ain't dance off it.
He's a conscious rapper.
I ain't have to dance over it. I was dancing in my mind.
Yes. And that's what he wanted you to do.
Well,
He's
since
a conscious rapper.
he got them bangers. Up in there.
But now
Rakim is always going to be my God MC. As a matter of fact, Nas learned from
I love Rakim.
You see what I'm saying?
He grew up in the best
Nah, I had to bring that in there, bro, because that's a part of me, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
So does anybody else have anything on that at all as far as dating in the 2025s?
Love yourself. Love yourself.
The only thing I can say about dating in the 2025 era is, like Nitty said, if you don't love yourself, love nobody else.
You can't.
So, I mean, and if you still mad at your ex, don't go into the next relationship, please. Please take time to build yourself and get yourself healed. Because that person that you getting in that relationship to, he ain't do it, she ain't do it. So don't go in there bitter and
Well, if
miserable.
you carrying feelings, that means you ain't.
That's what I'm saying. You got
You ain't
heal
where you
yourself.
supposed to be to
Well,
deal with.
A lot of people ain't where they supposed
No, they're
to be.
not, and so that's
And,
why you have to vet.
You know, they try to
and
jump
vet,
out there and
and
everybody.
vet. And
Hey.
like, nah, you got too many red flags. I can't deal with you.
Hey,
Nope.
a lot of people don't see the red flags.
You can't even have a conversation. I can't deal with you.
So they running the ship.
I went on a date and the brother couldn't even have the conversation. He ate a whole tray of food. In silence, y'all.
He didn't talk at all.
In silence.
He was hungry.
He was hungry, yeah?
Nah,
Nah,
He
ordered.
Wait a minute. Did he
The
pay the bill or did you?
No, listen. He paid the bill, but bruh.
man ain't talk though.
He ain't talk.
And I just got a little crab cake and some French fries.
Give it a mic, yeah.
He need a toothpick.
Shit, that nigga.
I said your food good. I'm
When
trying
you say he
to.
didn't talk to you, what you mean he didn't
Like,
talk to you?
He literally did not. You know, when people eat, they talk,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Y'all been on dates.
Right.
Generally, on a first date, when
go
you
back and
eat,
forth.
you talk, you back. Ooh, what's your name? Where you
This is
from?
first day.
Yes.
Oh shit. I mean, shucks. I'm sorry.
So I'm just like, I'm just sitting there. Is your food good? Yeah.
Well, you know, black people don't like to talk.
I'm looking at my watch. Like, this shit about to be over.
You know
but I ain't
This ain't no
gonna,
goddamn sinners.
But
I ain't gonna flip out because it's
though.
2025 and niggas are crazy. They will shoot you.
What do you mean online?
No.
Oh.
I met him at the Howard Theater. No, we had a good vibe. Everything was good.
And you met him. See,
In a social environment, we was at the Groovers reunion. It was we was lit. We was having a great time. We exchanged numbers. Boom. We go out, and it was nothing. Like nothing.
Maybe he was waiting for you to spark the conversation.
And I was just like, wow.
I'm gonna say that too.
This is how it is in 2025.
He was
Did
intimidated.
he have any potatoes on his plate? Because you know potatoes continue
He
to be
had.
very lazy.
It was a platter. It was a platter
He
that
was
came
I'm
with
gonna just say he
everything.
was hungry.
And I was just blown away that we didn't have a conversation.
Maybe he was waiting.
So
for you
that to
spark
me
the
was a red
conversation.
flag. I'm like, oh hell
Was there a
no.
second date?
Hell no.
Did you call back?
Hell no. He got blocked.
Wait a minute.
What you mean?
You know, I'm trying to figure out what was the.
Yeah, he paid the bill and he got blocked because if you can't even have a conversation like what?
So what was it? What was the conversation before the date? Like,
So he was a texter.
Oh,
You know, we're in the whole. No, not really. I mean, we talked on the phone. We text. We did both. You understand? Then the next day, the nigga gonna text me talking about I ain't heard from you all day, and you won't, nigga. Block. Like, what you mean? I sat in front of you for 2 hours and you couldn't talk, but now you want me to text you what I'm doing all day? Fuck out of here.
Maybe you should
Fuck out of here. Yo, I can. This is the DMV. This is the DMV.
Maybe you should.
Oh my God.
Table be like, what you
all
doing?
those texts.
Maybe
communication.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I had to text at the table.
You know that. At the table.
Oh my God.
We all know that.
No. He's our age, which means we're from a different era where we know how to communicate. Before phones and this, we sat down and talked to each other. We was at McDonald's talking to each other. So I'm not texting you at no table while we on a date. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like, are you kidding
I'd
me?
text and be like, what you doing?
Bitch, talk.
So I just played the role till I could
Like,
get
what you
back to
doing?
my vehicle.
You did what you was
And
supposed
I ain't
did
doing
what I was
nothing. I'm
supposed to
eating.
do.
You eat. I'm gonna eat too.
Next.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
So yeah.
And so, yes, this is good. This is good feedback and dialogue. So, any of y'all that want to come down to DMV, you know, you can.
I had to go out of town to get a good date. Big up to Philadelphia.
But I'm
Big up to Philly.
But I am gonna send a shout out though. I am on this little. This little fake little website.
Not
DMV.
the T app.
Nah, what is
You know
that?
that.
Yo, I just heard about that. I just heard about
much
that. I might be on it. I don't know.
I'm like, what is the
that's why I ain't getting no
commotion?
phone call.
Apparently,
But
you go
look-
on that app and air all your people business. Apparently,
Yeah,
I heard.
Yes.
We talked about that earlier.
It's crazy.
But, yeah.
What app you on?
It's that no.
I thought the hot
You
conversation was
on the
supposed to be
So that Facebook got a little DMV single joint.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
and it's always Philly chicks. So I'm trying to. I got blocked off of it. I got blocked off of it because I was like,
better experience.
because I was like, why is the DMV singles always got out of state chicks on it? Then like if we go out of state, that's like what Puffy doing. That's trafficking. So I don't want to be part of trafficking.
They driving and you ain't pay no easy pass.
But it don't matter. You gotta pay for gas. You gotta pay for gas.
No, they took their own gas. Tell them get a receipt.
But you know in
If you pay the chick toll, it's probably
you gotta pay for toll. That you gotta pay for gas.
No. Ask them before they come see you. Make sure they have an easy pass and pump their own gas. Therefore, you won't get no trafficking charges.
Yeah, yes.
You know what I mean?
love Philly.
Take that.
Because cash happens on you.
All my Philly girls, see this love that the Ebb shows. I want y'all to show the same thing.
Please do.
And so,
Please do.
last thing is we've been going down for a minute, y'all. Which
Yeah.
is good. So the last topic I want to talk about, usually because I talk about this just with different people, and it's good to kind of be a little reflective on it, is about friendship and about good friendship. We've definitely lost, as far as, and what I mean by lost, we've all had situations where we've had friends and they've come and they've gone. But the one thing I could say, and the reason why it was important for me to come down here, was because this is also, of course, I'm from Philly and, was there straight until I was 18. But, these folks right here gave me my second life. And so I felt like it was necessary for me to come down here and pay homage to them because they are great people. And we've all known each other over 30 years. Over 30 years.
Life,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Can't even believe it either.
Yeah.
And some of them I've known over 30 years. And like this guy right here, LC, didn't even know his last name. But I knew he was a good guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everything was okay. So does anybody want to expound on that at all? Talk about the importance of friendship, especially long-lasting friendships to them. And then we'll wrap up.
Well, I'll say the importance of friendship to me is us at this dining room table. What we doing right now.
Yeah.
Because what I can't say I didn't realize is that about 4 months ago, I had a hemorrhagic stroke. I was out of it for like 3-4 days. And when I came to, some of these same brothers and sisters were standing over me in the hospital. And I woke up like, oh, it's time for me to go to work. I'm late for work. But not even knowing that they had sacrificed themselves and their lifestyles and lives to be there for me. And I'm so appreciative to have that in my life because not everybody has that.
Right.
And, forever, it's changed me forever for the rest of my life. Because I never thought I would have had this outpouring of love from these individuals. Not saying that they wouldn't do it for me, but just to know that I've been through something like that and that they were there for me. So it just pretty much just makes me feel so humble, so rich in spirit, so rich in life that I don't have to be a billionaire to have the love that I receive from these people. I'm still here. I can live in the moment. I can tell my story, and I'm fine with that. Because I'm not ashamed of it. Because I know the Lord kept me here for another day to tell this type of story, to get across to millions of people via the internet, wherever the case may be. But it's a blessing. I'm trying to tell you all.
That's right. Every moment.
Because honestly, I would never thought that I would be in this perspective in my life.
Right.
I would have never thought that something like that would occur to me. But guess what? Lord knows best. And he knew best to let these people into my life and vice versa. That's why we all here right now. And it's more that I'm leaving out or they couldn't be here because they may live out of state. But guess what? I have so many well wishes, yo, and I love them for that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you all. And y'all continue to, live your life and be who you are, Because guess what? I'm going to do the same thing. God bless all y'all.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
I
it.
love that.
Yes, man.
Heavy Ebb.
Listen, I can't even imagine my life without my friends. I have a sister circle, I have a brother circle, and I've had the same friends since since the early 80s. But my NSU family, literally since I was 18, 19 years old, and I'm 51 years old. I'm very grateful for everybody. My NSU circle, I love y'all like family. Like family. I pray for you every day.
I know you did.
Every single day. I pray for us every day. I pray for my NSU family, because we're living in some times that are not easy. I know that people face all types of adversity, health, finances, family, things that life, death, experiencing these things. These are the things that we go through as we get older. We've lost some of our friends that were family, but we keep them lifted up. We talk about them. We celebrate their lives. Yep. We don't forget about them. We're not ashamed to talk about them because they brought joy and love and happiness.
Anybody you want to shout out that we
Lo, I love you, Lo. Lorenzo, he was my brother.
Yes, Lo was a good
Saw
guy.
me through some very hard times in my life. I mean, I'm talking about when I had to move.
Sean White.
What?
Yes,
Big 'em up, Lo.
Snoop.
Yeah.
Snoop. Gene.
Yes. Yeah, Gene Dudley. I love you, Gene. Oh my God.
Mike, Philly, Barbara, Mike.
Yes.
Mike. Yeah, just I mean, too many.
Too many.
Yeah, too many good people.
Too many.
Or maybe been someone we met from college days that was a friend of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they became our family.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
But it's funny you just spoke on that. I was telling some kids today for real. And I'm always, that's why I always talk about y'all. I mean, all the time for real. But some kids were having some kind of conflict or whatever. And so I was just talking about friendship today, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had the group chat. That's the only thing I had with all of y'all names in it. And so I pulled the group chat up and I was just talking about that 30-year bond. And so just to think that tonight we're right back here talking about that topic. And so my point to them was, the simple point was that, these same people right here, through 30 years or whatever, because they were having some kind of conflict or whatever, was that you think in our 30 years that we haven't had some kind of conflicts, some kind of
misunderstanding, arguments, cuss out,
disagreements or whatever. But I said, what you do in that time is that you remember that person on the other side of that conflict is your brother or your sister.
That's right.
And that it's tough sometimes. When you talk about friendships because. It's just that it's not blood, but it's somebody that it feels like blood, and so sometimes you do get you get to a certain point where you get frustrated with your brother, your sister. But I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to all of y'all, for real, just this friendship right here, it's been unique for real in that 30 years that some people don't.
It's been more than 30 years.
Yeah, right. But
more like
I think what makes it
early
special.
90s. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I take it back.
Your age.
Yeah,
Your hair telling your age.
It's early. I had it early.
No, but
my game is 70s babies up in here, and we don't look like it. What?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna take too much long on the mic. But the point is that over those damn 30 years that we don't have for real. And even with those conflicts, it's been a lot of love for real. I mean, You think how many times we don't been to our last? And most of us have been to our last, but just knowing you got a brother or sister right there that just I got your back for real. Yeah. And see, that's the thing.
Even going through, not to cut you off,
no, but fine.
Even when you was shot, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, just imagine that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could never speak a story about. I'm telling a story about my issue I went through here recently. Yeah. But you were shot over 20 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? And you still here with us today.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And we were all there for you. We were all there for you in your time of need. So that can only make you stronger. That can't deter you, brother. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So you repaid me back.
Right. 100 times over.
I repaid you back. And we still not even because we still living. We still gonna continue to go. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you $550. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me see. I want to shout out Lala, Maisha, Teresa, rest in peace, Connie, my sister. I love you so much. Oh my God, Monica, all y'all, all my NSU girls. Like, yes, I love y'all forever, ever, and ever. Tressa, what? What? Yes, shout them out.
Tyrone, Ray.
Yes.
Bernard.
Yes.
A21 Marshall all day, baby. A21 Marshall Avenue all day, baby. Just want to let y'all know.
Make sure you shout out your cities too. You know what I'm
saying?
From,
All day, all day.
I'm representing Norfolk, Virginia, baby,
Brown
all day,
Virginia, all
every
day.
day. What?
Brown Necks all day.
Halifax, Virginia.
Patterson, New Jersey by way of Emporia, Virginia by way of Norfolk, Virginia.
Yes.
Now here living in Maryland. You see what I'm saying? I've traveled a little bit throughout my time on this earth. And all I can say is like, these people at this table has always been a part of that.
Yes.
So, you see what I'm saying? You see everything, it's not a 360, it's a 180.
Yes.
Because we all come back.
It's closer.
That's all it is.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But even shout out to you, my brother, for you getting together to do this for us. Because to be honest, I'm damn near 50 years old and I've never done nothing like this in my life.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. So, man, kudos to you for being able to do this.
Hey,
put this together. All this new technology, with all these ring lights and smartphones and things like that, TV.
VCRs.
You know what I'm saying? We got killer dogs with us and everything, yo. We protect it, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So man, this is humbling, man. If anybody can't watch this and feel the love, whether we go viral or not, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
So tune into the next session.
Yes.
It might be a year from today. We might have an anniversary next year.
I like that idea.
So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Is everybody done? Everybody good? Everybody got anything left?
I want to give a shout out to Greg because he told me whenever I come to Philadelphia, if you don't call me, it's a problem, sis. Don't come to my city.
That's right. I mean,
And that's family. He called me out.
Check in.
No, he didn't. No, he called me out. But that's how it's supposed to be. He was like, "What? You was in Philly and you ain't what?" So since then, I never not check in. Whenever I'm in Philadelphia, I'm checking in with my brother. You hear me? Yes.
Shout out to Ray in Philly.
Yes.
Big Ray, Big Ron, G, Omar,
Yeah.
Mike Story, man. Kev Story.
Mike Childs.
Yeah, Mike Childs. Man, because his friends became my friends.
Yeah.
To be politically correct, right or wrong.
What up, G?
Absolutely, man. They just became a part of the extended family.
Yeah.
So, whether he was with us or not, we can still go to Philly and receive that brotherly love.
Yes.
Ray Vaughn, I love you, boy.
And that's what it's all about, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We come from different creeds and families in life, but we can all come together as one. Because at the end of the day, we've all been through some type of struggle similar in nature.
Every day.
That's what matters.
See you in Philly in October, baby.
You said that before.
We need to give a shout out to Norfolk State University.
Yeah,
that is why we're together. Big up to NSU, Mike Big. Represent against Towson, win that game. Yes.
October the 30th. Yeah, and Lincoln Financial.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in Philly. We're in Philly. Behold the green and gold, baby.
For all you ugly people, have your Halloween mask.
Yo, and I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to all y'all. And like I said, had to come pay homage down here.
My brother,
I hope so.
keep his stitches, bro.
Cat Williams up there.
So
This nigga had me laughing for 30 years, y'all.
Let's say air
Shit come out his mouth.
Well, real quick, folks, because we want to end this. We on almost an hour. All right. So, but the thing is that like I said, I wanted to come down and pay homage to them because for all of them, it's an open door policy. Just like even today, Will was like, "Yo, if you ain't there, Elle will be there," or you leave your keys. Ed worked all day. She came through. Ty been doing his thing. Just came back from a cruise. He came through.
I was just hopping around.
Right.
The left side together.
So even though this is our story, I'm sure y'all all got y'all story out there too. And I hope that You know what I mean?
I'm about to be your man.
Ed, can I close this out, Ed? It's okay.
Close it out. Close it out.
So although this is our journey, hopefully you know you got a circle of friends too who'll be just as good, and if not, be inspired to be good. Because like Will said, sometimes you all gonna have falling out with family and friends, but hopefully at the end of it, you'll figure out a way to work it out. As long as nobody killed nobody, slept with nobody's sisters, cousin, ex-husband, wife, none of that stuff, you can always come back and work it out. You know what I mean? But lastly, shout out to the DMV. For those of you who don't know, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. You know what I mean? And you know how we always sign off. Until next time, live life. Don't let life live you.
Yes.
Peace.